NFTs are the latest buzz these days, with everyone launching their own NFT collections and projects. What first started as digital artists selling monkeys and cats has quickly spiraled into powerful brands and companies like Nike, Adidas, and even the NBA throwing their hats into the ring with big NFT projects. And while a lot of people are vehemently opposed to them, more and more big-name companies are making big pushes into the NFT industry. To quote the Marvel villain Thanos in Avengers: Infinity War, "Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same." And looking at some people's reaction to it, he might as well have been talking about NFTs. But why are companies like Adidas and Nike making these big leaps into the NFT world when they've mostly kept away from other crypto-related projects? What makes NFTs so different from cryptocurrencies or the metaverse? It's time we answered that question, Aluxers. So join us while we discuss why Nike, Adidas, and other big players are betting big on NFTs, and watch until the end of the video to learn about some of the craziest NFTs out there. Welcome to Alux. Nike and Adidas NFT moves. Last month, both Adidas and Nike announced big NFT projects of their own. Adidas launched a line of NFTs called Into the Metaverse, which would allow holders to get access to exclusive Adidas Originals physical merch and the promise of future digital goodies. Each of the 30,000 tokens was worth 0.2 ETH, which was around $765 during the initial December sale. The NFTs sold within minutes, netting the company more than $22 million in less than a day. Nike, for their part, acquired RTFKT, a brand specialized in digital sneakers, as a way to grow their brand into the digital marketplace. While they haven't launched any specific projects yet, we should note that a line of digital sneakers sold by RTFKT in partnership with the artist Ferocious sold out in 7 minutes for an incredible $3.1 million. So why oh why are so many companies jumping into the NFT pool? Well, if you answered because there's money to be made, then you're correct. That's it, we're done. We can wrap up the video, let's go home. But since we've got a few minutes left, let's explore the matter a little further. So, what is it about NFTs that makes them so profitable for businesses and appealing to the public, or at least to the side of the public that doesn't absolutely hate them? Well, first, we need to take a small detour into what NFTs are. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are unique units of data stored within a blockchain platform, like Ethereum. This serves two purposes. The data is unique and cannot be replicated, and you can easily verify who owns it. And last but not least, digital files or extra information, like links, can be stored within these NFTs, which is what allows them to be associated with virtual and physical assets. If you put it all together, you get a token that can act as a sort of unique collectible for whatever is stored inside. So you've got a unique digital collectible. You might be thinking, big whoop, what makes these things so valuable? But the truth is, we do. The promise of NFTs. Have you ever heard of the term FOMO? You know it. It stands for the fear of missing out. You know that feeling when something is going on and everybody is in on it except you? It sucks, doesn't it? People do a lot of crazy things just to follow on trends or hype. That's FOMO for you. Now, we're not necessarily saying that NFTs are just a fad or a trend, but it can't be denied that there is a healthy dose of FOMO involved in their popularity. Plus, we love collecting stuff. From stamps to comics to Beanie Babies, we've collected just about everything over the years. But when you throw scarcity into the mix, be it real or manufactured, things start to get a little bit crazy. That's how we got the great Beanie Baby bubble, where stuffed animals were being sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So what happens when you take our love of collectibles, throw in a healthy dose of FOMO, and add digital scarcity? Well, you get NFTs, or at least their most common use cases nowadays. People love collecting stuff. We love brands and status and recognition, and we go crazy when we're told something is limited edition. There's even an area of study dedicated to the psychology of collecting. Combine all of that and you can easily drive up the value of something to astronomical levels, regardless of the actual value of the item in the first place. And companies, they know this. And with NFTs, they found their next golden goose. It's like they're the perfect storm. Other companies making big NFT pushes. We keep saying a lot of companies are diving into NFTs, but that's kind of a vague statement, right? So let's get specific, shall we? Here's a look at some of the biggest brands with NFT projects right now, and the ones the future holds. First, we have the NBA, who won big with their NBA Top Shot project. NBA Top Shot is an NFT marketplace where fans can buy digital collectibles of their favorite moments, like player pictures and clips of game highlights. It was launched as a collaboration with Dapper Labs, and so far has grossed over $230 million in sales. You know how some baseball cards of famous players can sell for a lot? Well, this is the next step. We mentioned Adidas before, but they're not going at it alone. Prada actually teamed up with them for an NFT project on the Polygon platform in collaboration with digital artist Zach Lieberman. The waitlist opens up today on the 24th of January, so you have to wait and see how it goes. Another brand to jump in was toy manufacturer Mattel, which rolled out a series of collectible Hot Wheels NFTs. The tokens had animated designs of their famous toy cars, and a small percentage of them were redeemable for a physical version of the collectible. And Nike isn't the only brand dealing in digital sneakers. ASICS launched their own NFT collection, ASICS Sunrise Red. They held an auction back in July 2021 with 189 pieces based on 9 shoe models, with the average price of one collection going for $2,239. And these are just some examples. The list will continue to grow. Other brands that have done their own NFT projects, albeit on a smaller scale, are Taco Bell, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's. NFT pushback. But as we've mentioned a few times, not everybody is buying into the NFT craze, and one industry in particular is seeing a lot of pushback from their customers about the implementation: the gaming industry. A few gaming industry giants like EA, Square Enix, and Sega have expressed interest in NFTs, but few companies have actually taken the plunge. The French publisher Ubisoft, who makes the popular Assassin's Creed and Far Cry game franchises, announced plans to join the world of NFTs through their Ubisoft Quartz project, offering unique in-game items as NFTs. And what did gamers think of that? Well, apparently they absolutely hated it. The community was very vocal about their dislike of NFTs, to the point that other companies like Sega considered walking back their own NFT plans. But for their part, Ubisoft stuck to their guns, saying NFTs were a major change that would take time. And yet, for better or worse, it's unlikely the introduction of NFTs to the gaming space will stop. After all, microtransactions, downloadable content, and the so-called loot boxes all received the same level of vitriol, and they all stuck around, whether we liked it or not. So to wrap all of this up, love them or hate them, NFTs are probably here to stay. Their use will probably evolve with time, but their collectible nature combined with FOMO and brand worship means we'll probably continue to see these kinds of big brand projects and collaborations. You can't beat the hype, and as the hype grows around collectibles, so do the different NFT projects looking to capitalize on our psychological need to be in the loop. But what about you, Aluxer? Do you own any NFTs, or do you think they're just a bunch of nonsense? Let us know in the comments. And of course, you stuck with us until the end. As promised, here are 5 of the craziest and weirdest NFT projects that have been sold. Number 1. Digital toilet paper by Charmin. Charmin traded the cha-cha-cha for ENEFT and started selling non-fungible toilet paper. Want one of these digital rolls? Well, then be prepared to shell out a few $1,000s. Number 2. Digital fragrance. You can't smell it, but you can buy it. Look Slabs is offering their Cyber Eau de Parfum for $18,000. Number 3. Digital dog stick. Our best friends are also getting in on that sweet NFT action. Twig is the world's first NFT for dogs. Don't worry, for the small price of $1,200, your dog can own this image of a stick and the real stick too. Number 4. A symphony made of farts. Alex Ramirez Malis, a film director from Brooklyn, records and sells his flatulence as NFTs, starting at $85 a pop. I guess cutting the cheese has never been that lucrative. And number 5, an article about NFTs. In a move that's way too meta, an article about NFTs on Quartz was itself sold as an NFT for $1,814. The rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Got something crazier than these? Let us know in the comments, Aluxer.